G'day, welcome to the show. Salt Covers here. First show where we've got no more NBA to look forward to. What a shame. Look, it's been a great ride betting the NBA, covering the NBA. We finished the NBA season on around 29 units up. Obviously, the record that you see on my screen, that includes the WNBA as well. So it was a great run in the NBA. We started recording YouTube videos after the All-Star break in the NBA, and so for about half a season, we finished at around 29 units. That's a fucking amazing result. Make sure you show me some love, man. Like the video, comment, subscribe. And I hope you continue to tune in as we continue to produce videos covering the WNBA. I've had a great time betting it. I think there's a lot of money to be made in the WNBA. Some of the markets are just very soft. Some of the books just do not adjust their lines quick enough. Some of these numbers that we're able to snap up, they're available for hours, whereas in the NBA, if you see these opportunities where spreads are 1.5 off, like those are snapped up within minutes. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. We've got 4 bets locked in this WNBA card. We've absolutely crushed the market on 2 of them as well. So I hope you're able to tune in to see where those are. Looking back, in Game 7, we did not cash the over. We jumped in front of the train and we got clobbered by the train. Look, that's a bet that I'd still place, given that the market closed at 215.5, but the bet was just torpedoed as soon as Halliburton tore his Achilles. Hate to see that. The Eastern Conference now, oh my god, wide open. We're going to see some Eastern Conference teams make some moves in the off-season, I know that for sure. Since OKC won the title, we did cash our plus money exacta. We bet that before the conference finals even started, so that's a great result right there. In the WNBA, we cashed the over between the Mystics and the Wings. You got to look to take the over in these Wings games. High pace, bad defense equals over. We cashed the under between the Fever and the Aces. That one, you could have cashed both the over and the under. That game finished at like 170, I think, and the market opened at around 167, 168, so you could have cashed a nice middle on that. We did not cash the under between the Storm and the Liberty. We caught a really lucky break in that game. Sabrina Ionescu, she sat out. She's an overplayer, but that game still goes over. We did not cash our middle. Valkyrie won by 30, and we did cash the under in that game. So I'll have a quick look at our results just in the WNBA as well. So as a whole, we're 35 and 27. That's 56% betting against the spread. Now, the way I'm tracking it is I am playing middles where most of the middles I've played, I've either gone 1-1, or if I've been tilted, I've actually lost the tilted position. So that record is a little bit inflated. We're up 2.3 units for the season, 3.35 return on investment. We're looking to boost that up to 5%. We've been doing really well against the spread. Totals, not so much. Nice clean 100% on the money line. So let's have a look at the games. We've got 5 games priced, 3 today, 2 tomorrow. We've got 4 bets locked in, including one where we have absolutely crushed the market. Let me just fix this up.
One pair of pants later.
Okay, first game we are looking at is the Minnesota Lynx in Washington playing the Mystics. We saw this spread. This spread has really bounced around a lot. We saw it open at around 7.5, got as low as 6, and now up to 9.5. So, Nafisa Collier was marked as questionable for this game. However, given the line movement, it looks like she's going to play. So, open at 7.5. You see the underdog tweet, gets marked as questionable. goes to 6, now starts creeping all the way back up to 9.5. So it looks like she's going to play this game. Obviously, she's the odds-on favorite to win MVP. We have the Mystics, best team against the spread this year. We have Lynx doing fairly well against the spread. I've got this line set at 9.5. So right where it is now, that does account for a fully healthy Nafisa Collier. I do not have any bets here on the side. Obviously the Lynx, they have only lost one game. We have the Mystics coming off a narrow loss to the Dream, so yeah, I don't think there's... I certainly don't want to play into this line that has already moved a lot without Collier being ruled as active. And look, neither should you. Where we do have a bet is on the total. We saw this total open at 159.5. It got as low as 156. And you know, it did actually... This one has been bouncing around a little bit. It got as low as 156. It went back up to 159. Now it's back at 156.5. If you're looking at the numbers on my screen, I hope you can guess which way I've played this. I am on the under 159. So, given that the consensus market is back at 156.5, that's a great ticket. Best available price is 157.5. I will leave that with you, whether you want to go play that. Make sure you go follow me on Twitter. That's where you can tail these bets as I place them. Next game on the card is the LA Sparks in Chicago playing the Sky. We saw this spread open at Sky -1. Now it's Sparks -5.5. So just some crazy line movement here. I know Chicago, they have had one of their key players go to Eurobasket, as has been the story for quite a few players in the W. I expect that's part of the reason why this has moved out, but I think another part of it is that this Sky -1 was just a ridiculous price. This is the second worst team in the league, going up against a Sparks team that has underperformed a bit. So we see this spread now at 5.5. We have absolutely crushed it on this market. I'm holding a Sparks money line. I didn't get the best of it, but I'm holding Sparks money line -115. So now looking at the Sparks money line, I mean, I can't convert that to American odds. Maybe I can quickly find that out for you, but yeah, Sparks money line is now in the -240 range. So we're sitting on a fucking amazing ticket right there. That is our strongest bet of the day. I've only got one unit on it, but really strong position on there. Looking at the total, we saw it open at 162.5. I've got it projected at 166. Now we sit at 167.5 in the market. So looking like an over spot. We have the Sparks best over team in the league. I did not get an over. I don't know why, I must have missed it, but now looking at the current odds, let's see what the best available price here. Is it too late to jump in on an over for this game? We see best price is 167 at FanDuel, which... Let's see what the sharp books are at. Sharp books are at 167.5, so I'm personally not going to chase 4.5 points of line movement when that's right where my numbers is. So that's shit. We hate to see that, but let's move on. We've already got a great ticket with the Sparks money line. Next, we have the Atlanta Dream playing the Dallas Wings. This spread, what did it open at? So we saw it open up anywhere between 6.5 and 7. Now seeing it 8. -8 at Bet365. We see it at 8.5 at Circa, 8 at Pinnacle. This spread has just been bouncing around like crazy. We saw it get as high as 9.5. Now, looks like 8 is the consensus number, and this is the part that I really love about these WNBA markets. Like, most of the market was at 8.5. Bet365 was at 6.5 -115 for like 3-4 hours. So we had to jump in on it. We got 2 units down on Dream, minus 6.5. Got that for 2 units. I got this spread projected at 9.25. So sitting on a really good ticket there. I did tweet out that I am looking to play this back. I missed the best of it in terms of playing it back. I may look to play it at 8.5, but with these middles, I like to play them when I've got minus 110, not minus 115. So I'll see. Maybe if there's some more Dallas movement, maybe if it gets to like 7.5 at a sharp book, I will come back in on an 8. So best available price for this game is at FanDuel. You can get that at 7.5. FanDuel have really like planted their flag on this spread. They've stood firm at like 7.5, even when the whole market went to 9. Like they've just been sitting at 7.5. So looks like they're accepting dream money. That is a bit concerning. They're happy to accept dream money. So we'll see. But yeah, most of the market is at 8 or some 8.5s as well. Looking at the total, we saw it open at 166.5. It is now at 170. My numbers can't quite get there. I'm at 167. Best available price is you can get a 169 at FanDuel. So FanDuel seem to be planting their flag on this game, both the side and the total. As I was saying before, Wings games, you want to look to be taking the over. They're a great over team, high-paced team as well. Let's get into this game between the Storm and the Fever. We saw this spread open at Fever -1. It is now at Storm minus... What is it up? Storm -3. It's a juiced 3 here at Bet365. Most of the market is at 3.5. So this might be the best available price. So looking like a Storm market, my numbers agree. I got this at Storm -4.5. I personally haven't played this game though. It is a tough, well, I haven't played the spread. It is a tough spot just because the Fever, like they're coming off like 3 straight losses. Like this could be the 4th straight loss. I really don't want to fade them. With Caitlin Clark as well, she's been shooting quite poorly. She's due to bounce back. We got the Storm coming off wins against the Liberty, wins against the Aces. So it is a tough spot to back the Storm. I mean, if you got them at a good number, then that's great. But at current numbers, I'm not willing to play them. Looking at the total, we saw it open at 165.5. And this total has bounced around a little bit. Got as high as 167. Now at 166 here at Bet365. We've got a 165 in the market at Bravado. We've got mostly 166. That seems to be the consensus number. Obviously, my numbers got this well below the total. I am on the under 166.5. Got that down for 1 unit. I think you can get a 166.5. Looking back, given the market movement, I'll leave it with you whether you want to play it. There hasn't been a consistent direction on this game, so we like the under. It is a little bit daunting to play unders on the Indiana Fever. I am looking into my numbers for the Fever because all of my totals have just been way off. So either the totals are just getting inflated like hell because there's more eyeballs on them, more people looking to bet the over, so the totals are going to be inflated from the jump. I'm looking into that. We're continuing to fine-tune our model here at Salt Covers, but yeah, I'm on the under 166.5. Let's have a look at some games that are priced tomorrow. We firstly have the Liberty and the Valkyries. This is a big spread. So Liberty, they are without Jonquel Jones. Sabrina, she missed their last game. As of right now, there's no word on whether she's questionable. I would just right now I would mark her as questionable. So it is tough to bet into this game with Sabrina being questionable. I project value here on the Valkyries, even with full strength teams. So a direction you could look to attack is just taking the Valkyrie just to try and get ahead of the injury news. I think this price at Bet365 might be the best price you can get at 9.5. This is minus 115 in American odds. This is minus 105 in American odds as well. So the Valkyrie, it could be a spot to play them, but it's just tough. Like the Valkyrie, they've been a covering machine lately. Even with the players going, like they've lost 4 players to Eurobasket, yet they continue to cover these games. I just don't want to step in before it's too late, you know, like this could be the spot. So we'll see. Obviously with these look ahead games, the sharper books haven't priced these games yet. Only the recreational books price them. So there's no real indication to tell where the market is going with these games that get priced early. My numbers also like the under in this game. The Liberty and the Fever are 2 teams I'm looking into with the totals, because my totals, every single time it just tells me to play under in their games, and they're like the 2 fastest paced teams, 2 of the best offenses in the league. So that is something that I am looking into. Let's move on to the last game where there is a spot I am looking at, and that is the Connecticut Sun playing the Las Vegas Aces. I said in the last episode that I want to find spots to back the Sun at these long spreads, and I think this is a spot where I am going to look to back them. You have the Aces coming in riding high after a comeback win against the Fever. You have the Sun coming off a 30-point loss against the Valkyrie expansion team. We'll see if Marina Mabry's, we'll see her injury status for this one, but this is a spot where I am looking to back the Sun. Don't be surprised if I tweet out a bet saying take Connecticut Sun, because yeah, I do like this spot for them coming off a 30-point loss. Playing an Aces team that just haven't been that good this year, but they did beat the Fever last game. Could be a bit of a letdown spot. My numbers have this at Aces minus 14, so projecting a bit of value here on the Sun. Look at the total. We've seen it open around 159.5. My numbers are right there with it, so nothing from me here on the total. Let's have a look at our best bets for this episode, where we've got 4 bets locked in, and we've got a very good card today, I must say. It's a very strong card. Looking for a 3-in-1 day here. We got the Dream minus 6.5. You're not going to see that number again before tip-off, I can guarantee that. So go follow me on Twitter. Another one that you're not going to see before tip-off is the Sparks money line at minus 115. That's a strong ticket to be holding. We got the Lynx and Mystics under 159. That number is also probably not going to come back. I do see Fanatics at under 158, minus 115. Maybe that's an angle you could look to take. I would go play that under 158.5 if you do have access to Fanatics. Lastly, we have the Storm and the Fever under 166.5. This is one that you might be able to get before tip-off. That's the one that I feel the least strong about. So we'll see with that. Thank you for watching. Let's continue the winning. Let's continue to get ahead of these WNBA lines. As long as we continue to beat the market on these softer markets here in the WNBA, we'll continue to do well. So until next time, let's get them books salty.